Hey, I'm Blake.
And I'm Ian.
And this is Awk and All.
A podcast.
Indeed. All right. So, what is on the agenda today?
Well, it's October.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it makes sense for us to get into some spooky stuff. Don't you think?
Yes. I have one thing for that. So, that'll be cool. We can do that later. I think as we go through October, I want to do like a lot of spooky stuff.
Yeah, because there's a lot of spooky stuff going on.
Yeah, you get it.
Before we start, we do need to let them know one time.
Okay. What do
and
we
not
need?
pay attention for the rest of the show.
Oh, okay. All right. I was going to not pay attention to it at all, but...
Yeah.
Okay.
Just for the non-viewers.
Oh, yeah, the people that are just listening.
Yes.
Okay.
Guys, I'm wearing the hat.
All right.
Yeah. That's it. That's all I'm going to say.
So,
way.
do you want to start? I've got some, I got a Reddit post. If you want to hear that, I got that going. It's not spooky, but
It's interesting. It's October worthy.
there are aspects of it that would scare the shit out of me if it was happening.
Well,
So,
okay.
I guess.
If the word scare is in there in the description.
I don't know if it's in the description, but you'll understand. All right, Hold on. I'll read through that. Let's see. I got it here in my notes. So, all right. I'm going to leave out the title. It is just an Am I the Asshole Reddit piece, but I'm going to leave out the title because they gave away what it was all about in just the sentence, which I understand you want people to read about it. Hey, here's what happened. And then you're like, what? How? I'm leaving that out.
All right.
So, this is just an Am I the Asshole? So, this situation is just bonkers. And I genuinely need some perspective. I, 29 female, have been with my fiance, Jake, 32 male, for about 3 years. We've been living together for 2. Everything was going great until about 6 months ago. He got a big job opportunity in a city about 300 miles away. It was a dream gig. High pay, some prestige, the works. And we decided that he would move there temporarily while I stayed behind to wrap things up at my current job. So far, these are normal things. These are normal lifestyle things to happen, right? Cool. So now, at first, things seem normal. He'd FaceTime me from his new apartment, tell me about his work, visit on the weekends when he could. But slowly, his trips home became more frequent. He'd surprise me on random weekdays, and I'd wake up to find him making breakfast even when he wasn't supposed to be in town. I thought that it was sweet that he missed me so much, but it also seemed like maybe his job wasn't as demanding as he had initially said. Then things got really weird.
I kind of feel like I see where this is going.
Do you?
I feel like it, but...
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah.
All right. So, things got really weird when I started hearing strange noises late at night. At first, I just chalked it up to raccoons or something. I live in an older house. Weird creaks do happen. But the noises, they became more frequent. And I would swear that I could hear footsteps, like someone was walking around. I even joked with Jake about having a ghost. He laughed it off, saying that it was probably just pipes or the wind. But last week, I got freaked out when I noticed that there was some food missing from the fridge. I live alone, or so I thought, and I'm not the type to forget what I've bought. Plus, small things around the house kept moving around, like I'd leave a book on the coffee table, it would end up on the shelf, laundry that I hadn't done would suddenly be folded. I thought that I was going crazy. Now we cut to about 3 days ago. I decided to finally investigate up in my attic. I grabbed a flashlight, I went up there, fully expecting to find maybe a squirrel's nest or something like that. But instead I found a blanket and some pillows and a stash of non-perishable food along with Jake's spare clothes. My fiance had been secretly living in the attic for months. Is that where you saw it going?
No.
Because it's not where I saw it going either.
No, not at all.
So, I lost it. I called Jake, and I demanded that he come over immediately. When he arrived, he did admit to everything. Apparently, he hated the new job. He quit months ago, but he was too embarrassed to tell me. So instead of going back and forth between cities, he'd sneak back into the house when I was at work.
What?
And he would live in the attic without me knowing.
He was just that determined not to tell her.
He's so embarrassed, bro. I can't. I moved for this big job. I can't tell her I came back and I'm living in the attic. So he would sneak down at night while I was asleep, and he would get food, he would do laundry, and then he'd go back up to his little hideout, and then he'd just act like this was totally normal. He thought that it was better to be close to me this way instead of confessing that he was unemployed. Also, they said that this was months, so I'm just wondering, like, why was he attempting to just find something else while he's chilling up in the attic? I would hope so. Or was he just going to let this run on and on and on? Because how are you paying bills? Like, there's a lot of questions there that
So many.
that just kind of don't get answered, but whatever.
Yeah, that's a side story.
Right.
He's probably doing something like DoorDash or something on the side.
Right. Yeah. He dips out. Just like, all right, I got the car, been hiding it up the street.
Yep.
Naturally, I completely freaked out about this. I felt violated, which I don't know why. It's your fiance. But I mean, you feel like somebody could have been in your house this whole time and you didn't know about it. So that's weird.
Imagine all the conversations on the phone, things like that he probably was listening in on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hopefully there was nothing crazy, but yeah, that does make sense. That does make sense.
There's a lot of aspects to it.
Yeah. So she felt creeped out. She felt angry that he'd been hiding in their own house, spying on me without my knowledge.
Yeah, there it is.
I kicked him out. I told him that I needed space just to figure out what to do next. Now Jake, along with some of my friends, are calling me the asshole for overreacting. And they think that this is just an extreme attempt to be close to me. They say that he was trying to avoid conflict and that I should be more understanding, especially since he was dealing with shame about losing his job. But I'm sitting here like, this dude was living in the attic for months without telling me. So Reddit, am I the asshole for losing it and kicking him out after finding out that he was secretly living in the attic? Or am I justified in being completely freaked out?
It's my turn to say whether or not she was the asshole, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think she was.
Yeah. Personally, and Reddit didn't either, to be fair.
Okay.
Nobody else put her in the asshole. Now,
I want to know who it was that was putting her in the asshole category, though. She says
she said it's her friends.
Yeah.
She said it's her group of friends, and maybe they collectively, I don't know, maybe you got shit friends. Now, here's the thing. You guys can let us know in the comments and things of that nature if you feel that she was the asshole for this entire scenario. But if you feel that way, please tell me why. Do not...
We need to know why.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I've got to know the reasoning. Because maybe I've just got a closed-minded perspective on this. Or maybe we're with the general population of people, judging by Reddit, that maybe most people think that this isn't an asshole thing. It is kind of weird to lie to your fiance about being unemployed and staying in the attic. Like, there's so many extreme measures going on here. You're not the asshole.
Well, as in the story, like...
And she also just said that she needed space.
Yeah.
She didn't, like, end everything.
Yeah, but...
So...
I would, to be honest.
To be fair, I would too, but she didn't. So it's even more reason for me to be like, she's not even an asshole. Like, she just requested space because this freaked her out. She didn't say it was completely over. I don't think.
So she's definitely not the asshole. From what I remember, didn't sound like a breakup.
Yeah, no. I kicked him out. Told him that I needed space to figure out what to do next. Now, what to do next might be leaving him. Who knows? But at the point of posting this, doesn't seem like that was discussed or anything like that. Now, sometimes with I Am the Assholes, they will have updates. This one did not. So I don't know what the end outcome was of this. I'm going to check in on it and see. But I don't know that they're going to do an update on that one.
When was this one posted?
This one was about 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
So that's what makes me a little less. I'm pretty sure they
may never know.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
People gave their opinions, and we moved forward. I don't think that we'll ever hear back about that one.
I do want to know where you thought it was going, though.
Where I thought it was going?
Yeah.
I thought somebody was living up there. Not the husband, but I thought somebody was in her attic just because I've seen videos online. I don't know if you've ever seen this video, but there's a video. This person was finding like crumbs in their kitchen floor and like all kinds of weird stuff. They're trying to discover if they had like some type of critters getting into their home and getting to their food. So they installed a camera in the kitchen, and there was a homeless man that had been living in their upper part of their place, coming off the fridge and into the kitchen and making himself some food, and then you get back up there.
This was all at night, I'm assuming.
Yeah, this was at night, yes. Every time it was at night, in like the middle of the night, and you'd see, and when I watched it, I had not heard any stories of people doing that. I've never even thought of that being a thing. Apparently, it's fairly common. It does happen. But I hadn't seen enough. So I was thinking, like, I'm going to see, like, a possum walk across the floor or something like that. And then a man started dropping out of the ceiling. And I was like, what? So, yeah.
Just imagining the scenario.
It's a wild one, man. Like, I can't imagine living in somebody's attic, dude. Like,
wow.
I don't know. But that's where I thought it was going. I thought somebody was up there, and like, I was like, oh shit, like, the husband's in this other state. She's got somebody living there. She's by herself. Like, this is about to get crazy. But no, that's not where it was going.
No, not at all. I thought the husband, because I thought I knew where it was going before you mentioned that she started.
Yeah. Where did you think it was going?
I thought, because she said the husband's work trips were becoming less and less frequent. He was home more often. I thought the husband was secretly a serial killer, like going off and actually.
Oh man, I
killing folks.
Wish. It's terrible to wish things like that, but I wish I wish I could have just like find a story that's that insane.
Yeah.
Like, because you see that in movies a lot. Like, serial killers not rarely. A lot of them live double lives, obviously.
Yeah.
But majority of them are like secluded. Like, they're by themselves. They live by themselves. They're inviting people over. They've done this or that to their house, whatever. And then you've got some people like Ted Bundy.
That's exactly who I was thinking.
Like,
he had a whole relationship.
He had a whole thing going on with her and her daughter. And like, he did live a double life. I think it would be harder to get away with that in this day and age, but that would be nuts. I would definitely tune into that. I've got a thing for like listening to serial killer stuff, so I don't know if that makes me a weirdo. I don't like shine a light to it and look up to them, obviously, but like, it is fascinating how they think, like what makes them tick. That's always intrigued me. So
what intrigues me is how many people are the same way. Like, there's a massive amount of people that are just obsessed with this shit.
Oh yeah. The numbers are off the charts for sure. Yeah. Gotta be, because
top. What is it?
Yeah,
subcategories on Spotify when you look at podcasts.
100%. Serial killers, unsolved mysteries, anything with true crime, all that stuff is like top. And it's something that I enjoy, which is why I wanted to have a corner of it here with our podcast, just a little subsection of it, because I love it so much. I know people love it. When I reached out for people to give us ideas of things that they would want to hear that we could add in here or there, that was definitely top of the list. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, cool. So,
very cool. Yeah. So, that was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So I guess what we're going to do next, and for the first few episodes, we're going to do this. One of us will share a memory we have of each other from back in the day. Because if you listen to the last couple mini episodes, we've known each other pretty much a quarter of a century. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of things to cover. And though we may have drifted,
you've moved to different states.
Paths.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anytime we run into each other again, it's like we never left.
Right.
So the earliest one of the earliest before the whole friendship started. Oh, by the way, it's my turn today.
Yeah.
Thank you. Cue the applause.
We'll add some in the background for you.
Yeah, I see you over there.
I'll make sure we keep that running for a while.
Okay.
All right.
So, before we were even friends, I think this was around the time we were maybe 6, 7. We were in a vacation Bible school together during the summer. Mm-hmm. At, I guess we can't say the church's name.
You can say the church's name.
Yeah, it's the Rock Baptist Church in Rex. Shout out. Anyway, I think it was after the first year of vacation Bible school.
Okay.
This was going into, I believe, either second or third grade. We ended up being in the same soccer league together, but not on the same team.
We weren't on the same team yet. Yeah.
And during this year of vacation Bible school, of course, we were coming out of the toddler years, so I'm like a baby copperhead. I'm going around all over the place being annoying as shit. I got a lot of energy.
Yeah, you had a ton,
man. Like I'm like a whole bit, one of those little super balls you get out of those machines. You just throw in one place, it's like boom, boom, all over the place. Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog like shit.
Right.
But yeah, I annoyed some people. I made some friends, but I believe you were one of the people I annoyed somehow during that year of vacation Bible school. And then fast forward to when we're in the same soccer league, different teams.
Right.
I'm playing on one field, and you know how it's set up. And the fields are right next to each other.
We had multiple fields. Yeah.
So your team is playing behind us.
I'm over there. I vaguely remember that.
Yeah. Because we ended up on the same team, I think.
We did. We ended up on the Crushers together.
Yeah. I think that was actually after this.
That was the next year, I think.
The next season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was probably, I don't know if our parents knew. I'm going to have to ask Mom, but I don't know if they knew we were doing it at the same time until we realized that we were. And then they probably requested we be on same teams or something. I would imagine.
I could see that.
Because what's the chances?
Yeah.
Yeah. I assume that's probably how it went.
And then I think it was the next year we started giving you rides and shit. Y'all switched off.
Yeah, we did the whole carpool thing. Yeah.
And that lasted until we went into school. All the plays we were doing. That's a different story. But anyway, this first year of soccer, your team is playing behind mine.
Yeah.
I'm standing up on the sidelines, being all crazy. And I'll be like, yeah, go team, go. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like that's probably something that's pretty accurate. That's probably something I would have said.
Close to how you were going? Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, you were moving crazy.
Yeah, going back and forth. And then I look behind me. You're looking backwards because I guess I'm going a little too far. And you got this. I think we've talked about this in the episode before. The old... Even the RBF that you no longer have, it was even there.
It's still there. Oh yeah, no, it has been there since birth.
Yeah.
I don't control my face. It's this brow line,
brow.
dude. Like it peaks over, it makes everything look dark and angry, and I rarely am.
Yeah.
I feel like it's very obvious when I'm angry, and then people immediately know the difference. And they rarely ask. Once they've seen it, they rarely ask again, like, oh, are you upset? Are you okay today? Once you've seen it, you know there's a difference.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, yeah, that's regular Blake. That's just him. Okay, cool.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I swear. That was the first time I had seen it, obviously.
Right.
I really actually noticed it. I was like, Blake? And the way you turned back around, like, oh, fuck. Turned bad looking at your field, and I was just like... And I was like, oh, yeah, that is you, Blake. And I don't remember exactly what you did then. I feel like you turned back around like...
Yeah, that sounds about right.
A small little wave and turned back around. Yeah.
Oh shit! That brought a little tear to my eye, man. Oh,
yeah. Okay. Earliest memory.
So that I don't know. Like I vaguely remember that encounter somewhat, and I think that's the other cool thing about like going down memory lane is one of us might remember something that the other forgot. So I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
But I vaguely remember that situation, and I almost remember the moment of you saying that, like, hi to me and stuff like that, and then, like, verifying that was me. I don't remember feeling annoyed, but I know myself well enough to know that younger me
most likely
could have had some kind of annoyance of just, like, being recognized by somebody because I'm just there to like play. I'm probably mildly annoyed because I'm already up there early in the day. I don't want to be there. I'm just there to play the game.
And that also, so you weren't actually going around.
Yeah, so I'm not having to do anything. I'm just standing around. Yeah. I'm just waiting for a ball to come my way. I'm blocking them pretty good, but this is boring. You know what I mean? Like, because kids soccer, like, it's not, like, I'm not a huge soccer or football fan. I liked playing it, but I don't keep up with stuff now. Like, if I was going to watch a sport, it wouldn't be American football. It wouldn't be anything. I would watch soccer all day long. That still interests me enough because, I mean, you're talking about 1 point, 2 points, and like it's been tight for an hour. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
There's more. I don't know. There's more impressive stuff. Whereas, like when it comes to football, I was just talking about this the other night. When it comes to football, I could probably watch the last 3 minutes of the game. It's when it's the most intense.
Down to the
stakes
wire.
are high. We're down to the wire. This is where it feels fun to watch. You catch me at the beginning? Nah, can't do it. Not doing it. But that's pretty much everything for every sport. I can watch soccer though. Like to this day, I still enjoy watching it. But like when you think about kids soccer, bro, we didn't know what we were doing. I would have to like reach out to my parents and verify. But I'm almost positive we never won a game on any team I was ever on. I don't think we ever won a game. I went a long time. You see how you feel like you did?
Yeah.
I'm almost positive that my parents told me that we never won a game.
Serious?
Not one. Think about all the trophies that they gave us, bro.
It was participation
We
trophies,
were the start of that bullshit where they started handing out participation trophies.
No way.
Yes.
No way.
You know how much that pissed me off? None of those trophies mean shit to me now.
Man.
Nah, they're still cool. They're memories in there. They're part of it. I love the medals. I love the, we got them for being good at what we were doing. Like, I was a good goalie. I wasn't bad.
They even gave us a nickname.
And we had nicknames and we had all that stuff. What was yours?
I think mine was the Red-Headed Avenger or something like that.
I do remember that.
Yeah, you were the Wall.
I was the Wall. Yeah. That was the wall.
The goalie.
The goalie.
The wall.
Blake the Wall White.
Bounces.
Yeah. Which is another surprising thing, because, like, did we just end up 0-0? Because anytime I was a goalie, the ball didn't get past me. So, like, we're just tying every game? I don't know. We didn't win, though, is what I'm almost sure my parents told me. I have to double check and verify. We'll let you guys know somewhere down the line if you care to know if we actually ever won a game.
I remember getting a couple goals at least.
Do you?
Yes. I actually think I was quite good.
They must have stomped us then. But we weren't always on the same team either. So
not always.
Yeah.
I think it was just a couple years.
Mm-hmm. There were a couple of years there where we were on the same team. And then as it progressed, I think you went to a different team. Which I don't know why. But or maybe it took some time for you to come to our team. I don't know. But yeah.
I know one year my mom ended up being a coach of the team. I think that's the last year I was in soccer, actually.
And that is...
We never won a game.
Not.
No, you were not on that team. But,
I was not on that team.
But the thing is...
There was a short period where my dad was doing that, too.
I don't know. Yeah, your dad wasn't helping Mom. Yeah, I remember that. I think your dad was actually our coach one year.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Yeah. It was him and another dad. Somebody else's dad. Domingo's dad, maybe? I don't know.
That might... Yeah.
I just remembered. I'm not supposed to use people's names, but I don't think that'll get to anybody, so...
Well, that's the one shout-out we will give.
Yeah, there you go.
Shout-out Domingo.
Shout-out for all of the fun Sunday jokes that we made, which I hope he enjoyed. I doubt it.
He probably didn't.
No, I'm sure he heard them all the time. All the time. But anyways, all right. Yeah, so yeah, I don't remember feeling that way towards you, but I feel like that could have happened. That could have happened. But that's a good memory. And what's great about that memory is it reminds me of another one. And instead of the one that I was thinking about telling in the next episode, I think I'm now going to switch it to that one.
Oh, you got one to share.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So I think in our next one, that'll be the one that I share because it kind of branches from yours. And I think that'll be good for us.
Branches. I'm not going to ask for the specifics, but... Branches from the VBS or branches from the soccer? Oh,
soccer. Yeah, it is soccer-based. I have a couple of VBS memories, but we were so young, they're like few and far between.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of those.
There's one related to that in my next one.
Is there?
Yeah, but that's a couple episodes from now.
All right, that's fine. Fine. All right, I am interested to hear that one. Mine is relating to soccer, kind of. It branches... in a way, and it'll make sense when I talk about it for sure.
There we go.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So, I think we'll get ready to move into an unsolved mystery. So this one goes back to I picked one that specifically happened on Halloween. I thought that would be really cool, a nice little touch for October time, right? So we've got the unsolved mystery of Cindy Song.
Cindy Song.
Mm-hmm. Cindy was a 21-year-old student at Penn State University. She was known for being a dedicated and vibrant young woman who was looking forward to her future. On Halloween night, she went out with friends to celebrate, dressed in a playful bunny costume, complete with a set of bunny ears, a fluffy tail, and knee-high boots. It was meant to be a fun, carefree evening. Cindy and her friends attended a costume party at a local nightclub where they danced and enjoyed the festivities well into the hours of November 1st. After the party, Cindy and her friends stopped at a friend's apartment for a while longer. They chatted, they did some decompressing from the night's excitement. Around 4 a.m., another friend drove Cindy home. She was dropped off in front of her apartment complex, and this was the last time that anybody ever saw her. Cindy's friends didn't immediately realize that anything was wrong, mostly because it wasn't uncommon for a college student to go off the radar for a day or two. But when several days had passed with no sign of Cindy, her friends grew concerned and contacted the authorities. When investigators entered Cindy's apartment, they were struck by how normal everything seemed. Her backpack was inside, along with her purse and cell phone, which she typically would have taken if she was leaving for an extended period. False eyelashes that she had on were left behind, suggesting that she had come home and removed parts of her costume. Yet there was no sign of a struggle and no indication that she had intended to leave or meet anybody unexpectedly. This raised a few chilling possibilities. Had Cindy, a young woman alone in the early morning hours, been abducted just steps from her front door? Was someone waiting for her? Or had she stepped out briefly, perhaps intending to return, only to be snatched off the street? As investigators began searching for clues, they considered the idea that Cindy might have simply run off or had met with an accident. But those theories quickly faded. Cindy was described as responsible and close to her family, with no history of disappearing or engaging in reckless behavior. Friends and family alike were adamant that she wouldn't just leave without telling anyone. Over time, it became very clear to the authorities that foul play was likely the scenario. Despite intensive searches in and around State College, including nearby woods and rivers, no trace of Cindy was ever found. Investigators looked at her personal life and relationships for any clues, but came up empty-handed. She wasn't involved in any dangerous activities, and there were no obvious suspects or motives. The trail, it seemed, had gone cold. Months after Cindy's disappearance, a disturbing new lead emerged. A man named Paul Weekland, a career criminal, came forward claiming that Cindy had been abducted and murdered by a notorious criminal named Hugo Selinski. Weekland alleged that Cindy had been mistakenly kidnapped by Selinski and his associates, who had intended to abduct another woman involved in a drug dispute. According to Weekland's account, Cindy had been killed and buried on Selinski's property. This lead seemed promising enough that police conducted a search of Selinski's property, where they did indeed uncover human remains. However, these remains did not belong to Cindy. They were the remains of two other individuals believed to be linked to Selinski's criminal activities. Despite this grisly discovery, no evidence definitively connecting Selinski to Cindy Song's disappearance ever surfaced, and Weekland's story began to unravel. Over the years, theories about Cindy's fate have abounded. Some speculate that she was abducted by a stranger, a crime of opportunity committed in the confusion of the post-Halloween night. Others believe that she may have known her abductor, someone who lured her out of her apartment with false pretenses. The case has drawn comparisons to other mysterious disappearances of young women in college towns, but none of these theories have provided conclusive answers. What makes Cindy's case even more unsettling is that there were no witnesses, no surveillance footage, and no real clues to follow. It's as if she vanished into thin air. The only pieces of the puzzle were ordinary objects left in her apartment, and the haunting fact that no trace of her has ever been found. Cindy Song's disappearance remains one of the most baffling cold cases in Pennsylvania's history, and each year, particularly around Halloween, the mystery resurfaces. Her family continues to hope for answers, but more than 2 decades later, the case remains unsolved, leaving those who knew her and the community of State College haunted by the question, what really happened to Cindy Song? Shit's nuts, dude. Vanished. No trace.
And everything looked just normal whenever they went and checked on her apartment.
Zero struggle. Zero anything. Her eyelashes. I was looking into the case, obviously, and there's a few evidence photos of things, and like in her apartment, like you can literally see the eyelashes just like sitting on the counter very neatly, nice next to each other, like she had come home, taken her stuff off, started, getting ready to relax. So you know that she made it in the door. Mm-hmm. And then, like, what happened from there? There's no struggle of anything. They didn't find any actual connection to the Zelensky as far as any of her remains being on the property or anything like that. They've never found anything. Why would that guy
come forward then? Why would he?
Yeah.
This specific girl, right. He's coming forward to say that
there was a mix-up. Property. Yeah. There was a mix-up, and he buried her on the property. I don't know. Maybe he wanted to... Maybe to undercut Zelensky because he knew they're looking for somebody. This guy knows they're going to find some bodies. It's just not going to be hers, and that'll be unfortunate. But they're looking for her, and so just circumstances, and you use her, unfortunately. That's all I can figure.
So he wanted
Unless there really was...
Away. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, snitches away, and then maybe he becomes top dog. I don't know. I really didn't do as much research on the Weekland or Zelensky to know more about their stories because I didn't really care. It was mostly about Cindy Song and just the crazy disappearance of her. Yeah. That's all I really wanted to focus on. But
yeah, these are just speculation.
Yeah, theories. Of course. All we can do is speculate. That's all we've been doing for 20 years, 23 years, really.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty insane. But we can lift the mood back up.
Yeah.
We can move forward into some games.
Games?
A little game action.
I like games.
Let's do that. Let's get some games going.
Do y'all like games?
We've got some would you rathers. So we'll go back and forth with each other on this. We've got plenty to choose from here. So I've done nothing. So okay. So
All right. That was the first question.
Would you rather spend the rest of your life always cold or spend the rest of your life always exhausted?
Always cold.
Same, honestly.
Yeah, there's always a way you can fix that.
Yeah, there are plenty of people who will disagree. I like being cold more than I like being hot.
Yeah.
So if I need to toss on a jacket or a hoodie, so be it. If I need to toss on both, so be it. But to be tired all the time?
But what if you stay cold?
I feel that half the time now. Yeah.
Even with the jacket and the hoodie.
Even if that's the case. I would rather have that than be tired all the time.
Yeah. There's no quality of life.
Yeah, zero. I'd just rather be
cold. Just want to lay down and have a nap pretty much the whole day.
Always. All the time. I would just rather be cold. Fuck that. All right. Would you rather be the designated driver and stay sober for the night, or walk 10 miles home with your whole group of friends? 10 miles. Designated driver, stay sober, just drive home at the end of the night. Or walk 10 miles with the group of friends.
Who would not choose the designated driver?
I don't know, but that's what I would choose also.
Yeah.
I'm not walking 10 miles, bro.
That's like
especially
walking 10 miles.
If I were to assume that maybe in this instance there's also been some drinking, I'm not walking 10 miles, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it would be a fun walk for maybe the first hour or two, because it's going to take 10 miles. That's going to take about 3 hours probably.
Probably. I don't know.
Maybe 4.
Drunk? Maybe 5. I don't know.
Yeah.
It all depends, I guess. Yeah, we're going driver. Yeah.
Think about the terrain, too. If it's in a mountain region?
No, there's no way. There's zero way.
No.
Would you rather be stuck on an island with a killer or stuck in the ocean with hungry sharks?
On an island with a killer?
Yeah. I think that's where I would go to.
Yeah.
I'm guaranteed to die if I'm just in the ocean with hungry sharks.
Yeah, because you're going to get tired from swimming.
Yeah.
You're just going to sink down.
How deep? How long do I have to be there? I'm done.
Yeah.
Island. Now, there's nothing that says how good this killer is.
Yeah.
This dude might get me too.
This is a killer be killed scenario.
Right. But I'm on land.
Yeah.
I got a better chance than in the ocean. I can punch a couple sharks in the nose, but how long is that going to last me?
The idea of swimming away from something for your life stresses me out to no end.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that ever. Nah, couldn't do it. All right. So we're going stuck on an island.
Let's see. Would you rather have constantly dry eyes or have a constant runny nose?
Oh. Okay, this one's actually hard.
Yeah, they're both annoying.
I feel, yeah. Dry eyes. Dry eye. There's no way I could deal with a constantly runny nose.
You're going to keep on blinking, though.
That's okay. I would rather keep blinking than the potential of my nose dripping on somebody. You know? I'm not doing that.
Nah.
I'm not.
That makes sense.
Yeah, can't do it, bro.
And dripping in your own food, too.
Oh.
And people are constantly watching that happen.
Nobody trusts you to cook for them.
Yeah.
You're not...
It's less weird just to be blinking all the time. It's weird, but...
Yeah, like, I would just... people just think, like... Yeah, okay, he's a fucking blinky dude. Yeah, cool.
Maybe he's getting off some drugs or something.
But you got a disgusting nose running just all day, every day. You're like the kid in kindergarten that nobody teaches them how to wipe that crust off his lip. Oh.
Poor little fella.
Man, I knew way too many kids that was the case for. All the way up to 6th grade. I won't mention who. It wasn't you, so...
I hope not.
That's all that matters.
Let's go for cuddle with a giant slug or cuddle with a giant spider.
Oh. I need to know what a giant slug is capable of. Here's the thing. I don't know that much about slugs except how they look and how they move.
I feel like it would be squishy.
It would be probably really comfortable. Now I'm gonna get covered in this snot that they create to move around and slide around. I accept that. It's better to me than this giant spider that's about to wrap me up in a cocoon and I'm done. It's eating me. I'm goner.
I
don't know how slugs eat, so I don't know if it would just wrap around me and then start nibbling or what. I've never done that much research.
It might just give you a massage.
Yeah, it might just be cool.
I think so.
And then I can just shower after.
I don't think the logic gets any better than that.
Yeah.
Live a miserable but eternal life, or go straight to hell tomorrow.
Here's the thing. Let me hear the first one again.
Live a miserable but eternal life.
Damn it, man. How miserable.
Constant misery.
Oh my God.
Like no happiness breaks in between.
I'm going to hell then. Here's the thing. Let's go on a broad spectrum of people's ideologies, right? You're either... Okay, this could go one of two ways. All right? You go to hell. Potentially, this is also a miserable existence.
Yeah.
Potentially.
I don't think it's good either way.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
But then you have some people who theorize that it's just a party. It's nothing but all of the cool sins.
Yeah.
If I got that, I'm choosing that. If I get tormented down there, and stabbed and poked and prodded and fire and whatever else people are assuming is happening, I might just live a miserable existence up here, because either way it's miserable, and one of these ways I ain't getting poked or something shoved up the, you know what I'm saying? So who knows?
Yeah.
So that's my thoughts.
There's a lot of theories on it, though. There's also theories that we are already in hell.
I've heard theories. I've heard theories. Thor. I've heard theories that we're in purgatory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in an episode of Lost.
Right. Yeah. Something like that. Like this is the place between, and you're trying to figure out where you're gonna end up and everything like that. And there's a whole realm of theories, but I have heard the one that we're already in hell. And if I'm choosing between miserable eternal life and this is hell, then I'm pretty well off right now. I'm doing good. I'd probably just stick with it if that were the case. Too many theories for me to really answer that one straightforward. I don't know. Okay.
Hey,
he's got the hat on.
This has been our first full-length episode.
yeah, it's kind of exciting. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Hopefully it's not like boring or anything like that. This is the first one.
Yeah, it might be slightly boring, but I think the stories we covered,
those were interesting for sure.
Yeah.
You just never know with these things. Like, I don't know. I have high hopes for all of it. I hope it's cool.
Yeah, we had some laughs, so hopefully y'all did too. Please go to the comments section if you feel the need. Let us know which parts were your favorite, what you'd like to see more of. And, let's see. Yeah, actually, I had something else I wanted to share that I saw. Something real short.
Yeah. Let's do that.
It's something on Reddit. It doesn't even have any comments, really. Maybe a couple upvotes, but it's something I saw.
I like Reddit stuff. Let's go for that. What do we got?
You gotta look away.
I have to look away?
Yeah, you gotta look away. I gotta be telling you.
Okay, all right.
Okay, maybe if I do this, because you do
a little bit.
You do need to be going toward the camera when you're talking at the same time.
All right, I'll do this.
Yeah, that works. With the logo.
Hand hidden.
Now where the fuck are my saved? There we go. Alright, like I said, this is a really short one.
Yeah.
You've seen the movie Tombstone, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, Val Kilmer, Doc Holliday, Kurt Russell, Wyatt Earp, that old cowboy movie. It's not really old. It was made in the 90s.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one. Anyway, this one's titled Epiphany While Watching Tombstone.
Okay.
It's under Random Thoughts.
Yeah, alright. I dig it.
At some point in my young life, I based my entire personality on Val Kilmer's portrayal of Doc Holliday.
I don't even blame him.
I'm pretty happy about it. I'm also a 47-year-old woman.
Okay.
That's it.
Oh, that was it?
That was it.
Okay. Huh. Well, I mean, if you're gonna choose a personality, Val Kilmer's Doc Holliday ain't a bad one.
No?
You know?
I wonder if she's got the Western music in her head everywhere she goes.
I would rather know if she opted for a mustache.
I'd like to know that as well, honestly.
Because it adds to the debonair, suave. I mean, he was sickly in the movie, but he was still cool. Huh. Think she goes around coughing?
If she wants to take it to that level, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's not part of the personality. I was just wondering.
You know Doc Holliday was from Griffin, Georgia?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they got a whole bar named after him. Or was it a hotel?
I think it's gone. It was a bar, but...
It's gone?
Uh-huh. I'm almost positive it's gone now.
Well,
somebody can correct me, but I'm almost positive that it's gone now. I've only been there once.
And obviously
and
there's
it's
a reason.
Nothing like I expected.
There's a reason he didn't want to stay.
Yeah. But yeah, so, and they don't have any comments on that? I just want to know what the people are saying.
There's 2 now.
Oh, there's 2 comments. All right. What did they say?
There's an auto moderator that says, if this submission above is not a random thought, please report it.
It's definitely a random thought.
It is.
That's okay.
And then another person, void_nuggets. That makes sense.
I like it.
Yep.
All right.
That's it.
Cool.
With 4 upvotes.
Hey. Did you give it 1?
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, I see it there. Okay. Good. Honestly, I'm going to go find it and I'm going to give it 1 too.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out to them.
I'm your Huckleberry.
Yeah, I like that. That's funny. Reddit's full of funny stuff, dude.
Well, this has been fun.
Yeah, this was the first episode.
Yeah.
That's it.
I wore the hat.
We did it. You wore the hat?
Yeah.
We said we weren't going to talk about that anymore. It's the end. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, it's appropriate for Tombstone, I guess, Miss Sassafras.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Shout out Miss Sassafras. I hope she enjoyed that.
Yeah. I hope she sees it.
I hope so too.
Honestly, I'm gonna take this link and comment it under her page. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Hold on to this.
I will.
Yeah, let's do that and see what she says.
All in all, that was all in all. That was perfect.
That's great.
Off the hat.
Hey, there it is. Wait,
we did that.
Woo! That was good. That was fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Again, we appreciate all of you. Anybody that tuned into this, anybody that comments, anybody that subscribes, we appreciate you. We love you. Thank you.
And if you did like this episode and you think you would like to hear us more in the future, please drop us a review.
Yeah, absolutely. Reviews. You know, I don't really. You could say whatever you want.
Be honest.
But if you could just like make the stars high, though.
Yeah. Give us a 5-star.
Give us the real
shit.
feedback. Yeah, that's cool if you talk shit.
Just give us 5 stars.
5-star review. Yeah, I'm just saying.
We can take
I'm not trying to lead you in any direction. Just constructive criticism with all the stars.
I like constructive criticism.
Yeah, me too. It does. It helps.
It builds.
Honestly, you have no way to build and grow if you don't have constructive criticism. So if there's shit about this episode that you guys didn't like, please let us know in the comments. If there was things you loved, let us know that. That way, as we continue to find our footing, obviously this is something fun that we do and we plan for. But our interests vary. There are different things that we want to interchange in different sections. So if you love one of these sections, let us know so we can keep it around. If you hated it, we've got other things to interchange with it. It's not a big deal. But we want to hear from you guys. So yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All in all, that was all in all.
All in all, that was all in all.
Yeah, I dig it. All right.
Thanks, guys. Bye, my friends.
Bye, my friends.